was a
I feel like that's probably happened to you before, where you just overextend a little bit with mech, and it's like, well.
Tell them to message me and add me as a friend.
Okay. Okay.
I want to have like a group.
To be fair, Jessica might be watching the stream, so you might not. Oh, it's Protoss. I thought it was a Zerg player, but I was wrong.
I want to have a group therapy session with them. Okay, go introduce the players since you have the camera.
Alright, so I actually just told BobMoo, by the way, because I told him it was a Zerg player before, so I feel bad about that. But it is going to be a purple Zerg player on the bottom right, BobMoo, versus the blue Protoss player in the top left, Fredster from Team XO Gaming.
Ooh.
And I believe he's actually an A player on XO Gaming, so he's going to be pretty strong, to be sure. They have a pretty strong A team.
We're going to have a... No, we're not going to have a 10 pool. This map has a really wide ramp for the Protoss player.
Yeah.
In the GSL version, they have a neutral supply depot to help limit... to
Whirlwind style.
More surface area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, why does Blizzard have to always make shitty maps?
Well, the thing is, like, Blizzard makes these maps that aren't, like, I mean, I think this map wouldn't be bad if it didn't have all of the watchtowers that it does, because it makes run-bys so much harder to do, and run-bys and, like, that sort of style of play is exciting.
You know what's sad? There's a person in Blizzard who gets paid for this.
It's true.
He got paid to make this shitty-ass map.
And there's a lot of really awesome map makers in the TL community who do not have that opportunity, who probably should.
It's like...
Well, like, the ESV team is pretty awesome.
It's wrong.
No, it's stupid.
It's a great injustice.
It is, I agree. The ESV team was amazing. Like, they just did, they do great stuff.
If that map maker is in this channel right now, he's watching and he's like, oh, hey, they're playing on my map. I want to just let you know, fuck you for making this horrible map. I hope you get fired from Blizzard. I hope they, like, get another map contest.
The odds of that.
Fucking map out of the map pool,
the odds of that are so low.
So that's my rant, and looks like BobMoo is going to be making the hatchery at the. Oh, he's not going to build it at the base above the natural.
That's what I prefer. Oh, I disagree with this. I think it's much better to build it at the base above the natural. I hate having rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This map is this base is going to be so hard to defend.
Yeah, the base is really hard to defend.
For a long time.
And because also it's not Heart of the Swarm. There's no destructible. There's no like rocks that you can destroy there, and then they make more rocks. What's that word? Collapsible rocks? I don't know. But yeah, I hate those, by the way. They're just stupid. Rocks, man. Why rocks?
In Heart of the Swarm. In Heart of the Swarm, there's gonna be a new unit. You know what it's gonna be called?
What?
The Indestructible Rock.
Probably, man. No, it's gonna be, that's not coming to Legacy. That's not coming to Legacy of the Void.
Rocks, indestructible debris. They're gonna replace the rocks with planetary fortresses and like target everyone's.
It's just gonna be sad, and I feel like the worst part is that it's so less than absurd. I feel like Bob just doesn't know this map very well, and that's gonna cause him trouble. Well, because again, I think if you know this map, you know you should just take this base above the natural as your third base, because why not?
He is going to.
I'm hoping so.
Maybe we'll hold out for him, man. Hold out for him.
Because if you take that base, it's so easy to defend both of them. I mean, they both come from the same choke point. Like, there's a spot right here where you can just defend both bases. And it's a really good thing for a Zerg player to take that base. So, but nope, he's going to take it down here, and eventually he's going to have to destroy these destructible rocks, and it's going to be more like Entombed, which is unfortunate because Entombed sucks for Zerg players.
Look at how long. Look at the travel distance for this queen. It's just like, she's on a fucking.
That queen
journey,
is like,
man.
it's like that queen's never gonna make it.
Hey, zoom in on the queen and like, let's just watch her journey. She's like, I got this.
Wait,
man.
what's the hotkey for like following? What's the hotkey for following a unit?
Oh my god.
I don't remember.
Just, like, just hold down the mouse button on the portrait.
Oh
my god.
Oh man, that works. I didn't know that.
On that probe, but now he's like, nah, well fuck it, I'm gonna go to the hatchery again.
And the probe's gonna not scout a base there and be
no,
like.
No, we're not gonna talk about this probe, man.
Okay, to be fair, I am currently just following the queen.
Man.
I am just following the queen. I will note there's a robo coming up, and we could see an Immortal Sentry all in. But I think this is a terrible map for it.
He's like.
I wish you were watching the stream because this queen.
God. This is like watching someone reach the finish line.
And dude, the timing of it's perfect because that base is about to finish up, and they'll be able to put down a creep tumor, and it'll be cute. It's gonna be cute. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Creep tumor.
Down a creep tumor and a fucking larva.
That queen is a boss.
Shit.
Where's that queen going now? Stop it, queen. Stop going places.
He can't be stopped, man. He's just like.
It's like on a mission
to. Went there once. Again.
By the way, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a robo sentry all in. Well, I'm curious if it's well, actually with a Stalker, it's kind of weird. I wonder if he's gonna go ahead and make that +1 before an Immortal, and it's an Immortal, so no, it's definitely gonna be the all-in.
Yeah.
It's build, man.
You see, this is why I wanted to focus on the Queen, because this Protoss player is doing some boring shit stuff.
I hate this build.
Is exciting.
Like the build is like it's really strong. I know why Protoss do it, but it's fucking bullshit. It's just not exciting. It's like
if the Queen dies, then I'm gonna like get angry.
I'm just gonna focus on that for today. I'm just gonna focus on that. Like that's gonna be the story of this.
Yeah, the story of this game is the Queen.
It's true. I'm just gonna go ahead.
She died for your sake.
If we wrote a book about this matchup, it would be all from the Queen's perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm okay with that. I think that's exciting. And I think BobMoo doesn't have much scouting right now, and he needs to scout better. He's scouting, he's going to see all the gateways, but I don't think he saw the Robo. Did he see the Robo? No, he hasn't seen the Robo. So...
Oh my fucking god. Look at that main base. It's just like, oh, here we go.
Gonna build some gateways. He sees all the gateways. He's going to have to produce stuff. But the difference is, when you're dealing with, like, a Blink Stalker all-in, you want to defend back at home and buy as much time as possible. It is literally the opposite against Immortal Sentry all-in. Against Immortal Sentry all-in, you don't want to buy. You want to have 30 Lings at his base as soon as he's sending out those Immortals.
One of the most hardest probe cuts I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's like...
And he's blood blocking the motherfucker. So.
Yeah. He is... Yeah, there we go. BobMoo is in a lot of trouble right now. BobMoo's at 60 workers. He can't be producing any more workers. He has to produce only units.
You know, I think at this point, the only choice he has is just
base
abandon
trade.
this third base. Because, like,
yeah.
Look at the architecture of this third base.
And he doesn't even know it's coming. He's making 16 roaches, and roaches are actually the wrong thing to be making right now against this. You want Zerglings.
And it's BobMoo. He's a greedy fucktard.
He is a greedy player, and he's going to be in trouble right now. This is going to be a full wall off. I mean, I do think that he has to base trade against this.
He's prepared for the base race.
Yeah, that's what.
Sentry at home.
Yeah, but one sentry, it's a big wall off. I mean, that's a big amount of space, and I think. And here comes, and Bob's actually just going around and hasn't. Bob's gonna base trade. And he's pulling off all his drones, but they're going the wrong way. Where are these drones going? Where are these drones going? I'm just following the drones. I'm not following the attack because fuck that attack. Bob is definitely gonna base trade here. And actually, he could do some significant damage. And now he should just spine up. That's exactly what he should be doing. That's exactly what he should be doing. That's exactly right.
Okay, there's 2 force fields for the sentry at the natural.
He actually might be able to break the natural here.
Oh no, the fucking Queen gun! But whatever. You have the roaches trying to break down the wall, but it looks like...
Well, he's got enough roaches here that he could actually do it. And if he just spines up... Wow. What? I actually don't even know what to say about that. I've never seen someone do that. And the spines are not all finished though. He needs to use those drones and just like hold position there or something. That's exactly what he needs to be doing. It's smart. Bob's doing a really he doesn't have the army to ever engage. Bob is learning this. Bob has learned this from me, by the way. Bob has learned that from me. I do Nidus Worms always against this kind of build. I always Nidus against the Protoss going for Immortal Sentry all-in. It's the smart thing to do. Bobby's got a great position. Now, Fredster does have, I think Bobby needs to take out some gateway, needs to take out, some tech or something.
And then after that, it's not going to matter. Actually, this Nidus Worm, you can put a Nidus Worm inside the Protoss.
And retreat with it. He should do that. He should be doing that right now.
Back home without all of them dying.
Yeah, but he hasn't done that yet, and he needs to. Now, Bob can't fight this army. He is in an excellent situation, but he needs to Nidus up somewhere. There it comes. Here comes the Nidus, and he needs to be focusing down. I wish he had focused down to Nexus.
This Nidus Worm is like that civilian refugee ship. He's like,
yeah.
Get you to chop off.
And nice, really good force fields there, man. Did you see that? Really beautiful force fields. That was beautiful.
Oh no, all the refugees are getting.
And Bob's actually gonna lose, I think, by the way.
No.
Bob's making an infestation pit.
If this was a war, these would be like the village.
This is the weirdest game, by the way. There are currently 26 drones for BobMoo and 12 probes.
Bro, listen. BobMoo won. It's 14. Actually.
No, it's not over yet, man. It's not over yet. He has 2 Nexuses. He can chrono out a lot of workers. And he still has all of his infrastructure. That's the thing BobMoo didn't do. He didn't take out any Nexus. He didn't take out the infrastructure. And that, I think, was a mistake.
Kill a lot of probes, though.
He did kill a lot of probes. He killed 36 workers. It's a lot. But it's not enough.
But the thing is that he's never going to break this wall. So.
I mean, he might, man. He's got a lot of stuff.
So, let's just assess this game for a second.
Bob needs to keep counterattacking. He just needs to keep doing that. Every time that his opponent pushes out, he needs to counterattack.
No, I don't think so. I think that he can't really afford to.
But he's
just assess where each player is, because this is a very weird and hectic situation for both players. So the Protoss player, he has a very strong army. He can't attack with it. BobMoo, I think he's gonna have less economy here in a second because he's not gonna be able to take his third base really easily. Oh, we do have these roaches.
Yeah, these roaches are doing a lot of damage here.
Painful.
This is definitely nice for BobMoo.
Painful. Oh my god, I think he just won with that maneuver.
He killed a lot more workers and just keeps his opponent back at home. And he's making an infestation pit. What he needs to do is like make some bird infestors and then just come in and kill his opponent with infested
He doesn't
turn.
really need to like burrow them and harass with them. He just needs to make sure that the sentries, like 2 fungals and the sentries will all pop.
That's true. That is true. And he's making 3 infestors right now. Bob should probably, he can't take a third, but he should get a macro hatch or something.
Like, he has like 1,000 spine crawlers. He just needs to like poke down the rocks and then set up a nice
spine crawler wall,
vertical line.
Yeah. Fredster is pushing out now with his whole big 1-1 army, and he might try to be harassing, and Bob might just do the same thing he did last time. That looks like
what he needs to do is pick up the 2 immortals in the Warp Prism and then like harass the main base with them.
Yep, that would be.
BobMoo's defense is static defense. He's not gonna. He doesn't have a lot of units. So I would really like it if.
I will say BobMoo has an infestor at he has infestors out, and so he could deal with the Warp Prism. Now the Warp Prism does scout the third base, so he's gonna have to probably cancel that.
It's like.
This is weird.
He didn't take the third base earlier when it was like.
Yeah, right. When that's what he should have taken.
Now the one situation.
Although, man, I will say this. I think him taking that third base is why he's still in this game, because it forced Fredster to take so much longer to get to that main base and allowed time for those spines to finish.
There's no way that was intentional.
No, of course not. There's no way. It was not intentional, but it happened.
It happened.
It happened.
It happened.
Fredster's army is looking less and less powerful by the moment. And there's another Nidus worm. Oh, BobMoo. Oh, that's perfect. And Bob should cancel that third.
Doesn't the infestors here, so if he he's not even gonna bother killing the third base
because it doesn't matter. And Bob needs to take out the Nexus.
If BobMoo wins this, you guys win.
Well, we'll be up 4-3 if BobMoo wins this. BobMoo runs back. I'm not sure why he's running back. He had enough there.
Best of 7 or something?
It's a best of 9. We're up 4. It's 3-3 right now. Yeah. It's 3-3.
Oh, this base is going down.
Yeah. Now Bob has.
You take the base down here. It's like.
Bob has 1,000,000 minerals right now too.
It's like, seriously, though. Like before, you're supposed to take this base up here because that's what you're supposed to do. Then, when he should be taking the base down here, he's like, well, I'm gonna make up for my earlier mistake and just expand.
Now Bob's injects have been terrible, I will note in this game, but it's kind of understandable given how crazy it's been. And he doesn't have his hatcheries rallied, which is a bit of a mistake as well. He's like, I mean, he's doing a lot of things right, but this game is getting very hectic. Colossus are gonna start coming out for Fredster soon. How many? He actually has worked up back to 33 workers. So the key is.
I don't agree with this Colossus. I think he just take a third base. The only thing he can really go for right now.
Bob should actually absolutely go ahead and attack and fungal. If he can get some fungals down.
Fungal?
Are the fungals gonna come down?
No.
Fredster cannot fight there. He has to run back. And BobMoo should probably try to pursue with his infestors. He has a gigantic infestor count.
I don't think so. I think he just hide behind the spines. I agree with this decision.
Maybe. He needs to be doing something other than doing nothing. He has a gigantic.
I don't know, man. He has more workers.
He doesn't have a lot more workers. It's only 2 by 2.
Yeah, but he has better tech. He has better static defense.
He has so many minerals, and I'm not sure what he's gonna do with them.
And this, if he tries to, look how many force fields these sentries have. They all have full energy. Like if he wanted to, he could just like build his own cliff if he wanted to with just the force fields.
That's true. That's true.
I think he just turtle up.
Some misrallied points there from BobMoo, by the way.
We have a hive coming up, and
Yep.
it looks like it's.
And a spire, broodlords.
Oh, one thing I need to note is that SGcBobMoo is not getting his upgrades.
Yeah, that's definitely a mistake.
He only has
+1
ranged attack, and for the Protoss player, he's catching up in upgrades, which is not what you want.
It's definitely not what you want.
Good melee upgrades.
Yep.
When you're going for the Broodlords.
Now, Bob's actually got the bank that he's going to be able to go with sort of 3-base Broodlord here if he wants to. I mean, he should try to take his 4th if he can, but he can pretty much.
Look at this Warp Prism. It's had that
probe in it the whole time. Yeah.
This probe, man. He has like a fucking limo this entire
It's so bizarre.
Like,
yeah, he's not even like
taxi,
playing.
Ride me there.
He's not playing the game. He's just like having fun.
Yeah, he's just like driving around in the Warp Prism. He's like that angry kid who like he's messing around in his parents' car, man.
And Fredster's finally got his 3rd base up as well. The income's still favoring SGcBobMoo, but
it looks like they're gonna get some pro kills. Oh,
nope, there's some units back there that are gonna be a good spot. He's gonna see the Colossus though, so that's very useful for him. He's gonna run into the main. He's gonna get all the scouting information that he needs. There's not too much scouting information to gain anyway. Really, after seeing the Colossus, that's all you need to know.
I mean, in situations like this, it's hard to know whether you're ahead or behind.
Yeah.
So this kind of information, it lets him make better decisions now because he'll kind of figure out where he is in the game.
Yeah, and he does have 7 Corruptors on the way, and his Greater Spire is getting close to being halfway done.
Yeah,
and
but he's still not getting the melee upgrades or the armor upgrades.
Yeah, he needs to be getting upgrades. That's absolutely essential.
He's completely forgotten about it.
Now, again, if he can get enough Broodlords out, it might not matter, frankly, because it turns out Infestor Broodlord's pretty good. I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you've heard.
He's going for a really low economy.
All in. It's kind of like a Broodlord all in a weird way.
Yeah.
And it could work if he wins with that army. He wins.
Like he should be just building 20 extra drones. There's
Yeah.
no reason not to build 20 extra drones.
Other than that, he just wants his army to be very strong.
He just built a bunch of roaches, and at this point, roaches are really bad in the game. They don't do anything. Like, look at the army from the Protoss player.
Roaches will just die to that.
That's just gonna eat the roaches.
I think the reason he made the roaches is that so when he makes the Broodlords, the roaches can just get in front and just tank.
I really don't like the roaches in this composition. It's just like the roaches aren't gonna do anything.
I think I personally think Ling, Infestor, Broodlord, Corruptor is all you need. Like Ring, Infestor, Broodlord is really what you need. You don't need the roaches at this point. The Lings will soak up damage too, and they can do damage.
I think I would like to see more Nidus Worms.
Yeah.
All these roaches are like, you're just eating up supplies.
Yeah, Nidus Worms here would be good. He doesn't realize his opponent has a 4th base either. He hasn't scouted in that area even in the slightest. Bob is just going to have to max out and try to kill his opponent and maybe make a little bit of a spine crawler push here as well. The one thing is that Fredster's being very active on the map. I don't think he realizes that his opponent already has Broodlords out.
I mean, even if he knew, that's what you're supposed to do. Broodlords are slow, so...
This is true, but the issue with this is that... Oh, this could be a problem.
Oh, SGcBobMoo. Oh, he's going to be in a world of trouble. These
Bob.
Stalkers don't have... Oh, they do have Blink just now. I checked earlier at the beginning, but whatever. So... Oh, he just forced the ramp.
And there's some force fields, and here are the Broodlords going to come in, and there are force fields down, and some Colossus and some Corruptors. He just needs to pull his land army back and just get those force fields.
Like, these Broodlords aren't doing any damage because they don't have any melee upgrades.
Yeah, that's very true. Now, force fields are really good, though. There's a blink forward, but that's actually a bad idea, as he's able to get fungals. The blink forward was a big mistake there, I think. But Bob needs to be producing units. He has such a high bank. He needs to start making stuff.
He has like so much larva.
He has so much larva, and he's focusing so much on micro, yeah. And now he's making 11 roaches, and that's like not the thing to be making.
Don't lose the probe! It's a Warp Prism! Oh my god!
Oh no!
He's like, holy shit, I'm about to die.
Yeah. And Fredster is now making a starport, but it's a little bit too late. All the stalkers are getting fungled. Oh my. And Fredster's army just collapses to the might of Infestor Broodlord. So many stalkers have gone down, all the Colossus fall, and Fredster's down to 100 supply. This game is...
David Kim, I know you're watching this.
I know you're watching this exact game. Yeah, so SGcBobMoo is now producing more Corruptors, more Infestors. He's going to be making more Broodlords any moment. The starport is almost finished, so the fleet beacon will be starting soon, but...
he's going after... Oh, what's he doing?
Templar finally, and Bob's making... Well, Bob's waiting for more Broodlords.
Okay.
He should probably, you know, make a 4th base again.
Right,
but
he needs to this Protoss player needs to cancel his Colossus. It's not gonna
the
do
Colossus
anything
aren't helpful
He
anymore,
only
yeah.
has 3.
Yeah.
Needs as many fucking Blink Stalkers as possible, In fact, he needs to warp in from this 4th base up here.
And try to get a
as
sandwich.
much of us around as he
Yep,
possibly
absolutely
can
correct.
surrounding.
And now this 4th base has actually never paid off for Fredster, really. I mean, he's got workers going there.
They're coming in right now, but that gave away the 4th base. So.
Yeah, that's a mistake. So now his opponent knows, and Fredster's going to try to push out and try to catch his army unready for it.
No, don't do this.
Here comes the army, here comes the army. The Broodlords see it. Oh, the Broodlord's going to get blinked under. There's a big blink. And the Broodlords are falling, and a big mistake for BobMoo, but is it going to matter? The Colossus are going to get focused down by those Corruptors, the Archons get fungled and die from the Roaches, and the Broodlords are coming down, but there's just too much stuff there. There's too much stuff, I think, for Fredster to actually hold on. Broodlords are going to survive. 5 Broodlords do survive the engagement, and Fredster is down to 66 supply.
David Kim.
Fredster is down 69 supply, BobMoo at 144.
David fucking Kim.
And what's he going to do? The Broodlords are coming on over. This 4th base is going to go down to the might have infested Terrans. And more Warpins coming down. Templar are coming down.
Like David Kim is getting raped by a tire iron.
That's so mean. I played against a guy called Tire Iron. Who is that? Anyways.
Yo, everyone in the chat, get out your tire irons.
And BobMoo could actually... I don't know why BobMoo's retreating right now. Just go kill him.
He's just like, well, I'm so far ahead.
He is extremely far ahead. He has 131 supply to the 56 supply of Fredster.
I mean, he doesn't want to be an idiot, and you know that feeling you get when you win a game and then you like do something really dumb. Like
I've played so many
Protoss
games like
has.
that yes, I do know that feeling. Pretty much.
Doesn't really know what the Protoss has because he doesn't have any changelings going at him. So
Yeah, that's true. Now Bob's just making a bunch more. He's making the 6 more Broodlords, and once they're done, he's gonna attack, and that'll be the game. It's 145 supply to 66. There's almost nothing that Fredster can do.
Fucking David Kim. David Kim.
I don't know. David Kim's not playing the games, but BobMoo's been playing pretty well. I mean,
it's like BobMoo's David Kim, man. I'm trying to express all my anger at David Kim towards BobMoo.
But to be
like the avatar of
now, I will say
Kim.
that Fredster was using a build that itself is extremely strong if you were forced to engage
you
it.
know what? I'm not actually very mad about this anymore. When I realized that BobMoo is avenging the queen. Wasn't that queen that made that fucking bomb
Yes,
30
man, that queen died. That queen died. It's a serious humanitarian issue.
He has like this righteous.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That's
And
why
there's
you
the
want to game.
GG. You're right, because that queen died. BobMoo felt like really
That
upset about
queen
it.
died for your